Guys, I literally have 73 subscribers and 64 hours watch time. Blessed. Blessed. So happy. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, watching, taking the time to comment. It makes me so happy. If there's also any subjects, things that you want to talk about, let's chat about them. Otherwise, today I just wanted to talk about having your own little corner on the internet and how that everybody is invited to be a content creator or have something that you love and want to post about. I think what I've been doing recently is I kind of stopped showing up on socials because I was scared of who's watching. The amazing thing about Instagram is they have this new feature called, it's not new, but it's been there for about a year, Instagram trial reels. So it doesn't even get shown to your followers. It literally gets shown to new followers. And it's making me feel so much more comfortable to post whatever I want because I'm shifting my direction of what I wanted to post, which is more like inspiring content. I want to help people. Whereas I used to have that page would be all about like UGC and brand deals and that kind of thing. I don't really say that I care for that anymore. Like obviously it's something that makes me money, but I care to really build something that is going to be long lasting and is going to help people. I think that is my purpose. So when I started posting about that kind of content, I noticed that I wasn't getting many likes or that kind of thing. Not that it's all about likes and views. It's just my engagement went down and I was like, okay, my current following base is not the people that I'm trying to target. So the great thing is I can just post on trial reels and I just don't care who sees me. The same with like YouTube. I don't even know who is watching. I'd love to meet every single subscriber. It's so funny. I'd love to like be like, hi, how are you? Not that I'm like famous or anything. It's just that I'd love to be like, oh, like what made you want to subscribe or listen to me or what resonated with you and what could I help with? Or can we be friends? So I wanted to talk about basically having your own little slice on the internet. I think a lot of people stop themselves from showing up because they are scared of who's watching. They're scared to create an account and get judged by their people in their hometown. I would say I went to school and I don't know anybody who's a content creator. In high school, there was about 1,000 of us in my high school. It was a really big year because I think it was like that 90s babies. And there was a lot of us. I would say I only know like a few who are content creators. I wouldn't even know anybody who's a YouTuber. Like obviously that I don't know everybody in the school, but you think you'd see them around. And a lot of people saw my ads and they would share them. I come from a little country called New Zealand. There's 4 million people. We literally have a telephone service line called 2 degrees. Do you know why it's called 2 degrees? Because there's 2 degrees of separation between every New Zealander. So somebody knows somebody who knows somebody. So I would meet a Kiwi and I'd be like, oh, let's just add each other on Facebook. We most likely would have some kind of mutual friend or met, especially if we're the same age. We've all met kind of the same people. So it's really funny. So a lot of my content was getting shared and I remember people just being like, what, I know some people would have been judging and being like, oh, like, who does she think she is? Not that I think I have haters or that kind of thing, but there will be people out there that will be like, who does she think she is? Like, and then there's a lot of people that are like, I've literally been watching your content. I just think you're great. And I'm like, oh, I never even thought that resonated with you. Because people do watch, trust me. I put up a lot of like my own kind of like funny personal content on my personal page, which goes to like my Facebook and my personal page. And there is personal Instagram and there is people that watch and they probably do. And, like I do give content creator vibes probably because I'm confident on camera. And some people really surprised me because one day they were like, I've actually been watching your content for so long and like you are really funny and it's really great to watch and all of those things. So I think just don't even worry about everybody else. I think the thing that I did slowly is I slowly started posting. I didn't post for a whole year about that I was a content creator. People kind of naturally figured it out. And then I was like kind of embarrassed for a year. And people would be like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm a content creator. So they'd be like, oh, so you're an influencer. And I was like, no, they're two different things. An influencer wants to like influence people and there's like this such a bad juju word about being an influencer. And now I'm like, you know what? Maybe I do want to be an influencer. I wouldn't say that I want to like sell these products and be like, buy my fitness booty plan, that kind of thing. But if I'm influencing people to be better, feel better, I don't know, help them, who knows where this channel will lead to. Yeah, maybe I am a little bit of an influencer, you would say. So I wouldn't say that this job or this thing is for everybody. If you are passionate about helping people, or you are passionate about something, you could be passionate about anything, honestly, and you could post about it. I've seen some dumb shit been put up on the internet. Think about all the dumb shit you watch half of the time when you're mindlessly scrolling, and how many views and likes that low production video got. You know what I mean? Sometimes it resonates, sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's entertaining. And there are people that you don't have to do all these amazing things, be like a Ironman runner and, you know, an Ironman athlete and all of these things. You don't have to do all these incredible things just to be on the internet. You could literally love, I don't know, maybe you collect lip glosses and you have thousands of lip glosses. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Candles, who knows? Maybe you make candles in your spare time. Maybe there's something that you like in your spare time and you want to start posting about it. I can guarantee you're going to find 10,000 people who will follow you and love the thing that you're doing and watch you, because people love watching that progression. People love people's documenting their lives and I don't know what it is. There's going to be a subset people that are going to consume, and there are going to be a whole lot of people that are going to create. And unfortunately, the pie is that there is hundreds of thousands of millions of people, billions of people. There's 2 billion users on Instagram a day. They're not all creating content. I could probably tell you there's probably 100,000 that would be creating content for the platform. You know, so there is a lot of people, and the algorithms are better than ever. They are so much better than ever. They almost want small creators to blow up. They're giving way more opportunities, way more digital landscape to small creators. So there is so much more opportunity for you to grow. The algorithms have never been better. I have, been a creator for 3 years, and they are never been better. And the great thing is that if you talk about a subject or something that resonates with you enough times, the algorithm will start to learn who you are supposed to be matched for, and that will match you to those people. It really is that smart. It's gotten so smart at analyzing your videos, your data, what's said, your captions, everything, and to put you in front of the right people. So yeah, there is a space for you on the internet. You are deserving to have a little piece of the pie. We're all deserving as creators to have a piece of the pie. There is an abundance of brand deals. There is abundance of money to be made. There is abundance of people to help. And there's abundance of people that will buy from you. So to think that it's saturated is so silly. It's such a cop-out. Don't ever say that it's saturated. That's just you avoiding the fact that you could be the next big thing in your niche. Now, is being a content creator going to be easy? No. Nobody said it was going to be. Because there's going to be hours of editing, scripting. You're probably going to spend like 3 hours on a 30-second video and it flops. And then what do? You just get back up and you try again. You look at the data and you try again. That's how it works. So if you're wanting to be a content creator in 2026, don't give up so easy after your first 4 posts. Go and post another 20 million posts again and try and keep trying. And something's going to hit, and have patience with it. And also make sure that you are learning. Anyway, there was this really cool video that I saw yesterday, and it was about this guy. Basically the concept of he has 1 month where it's like his big accordion month. So he is stretching out the accordion. Accordion? I think I'm saying that word right. So he's doing basically a shit ton of content, as much content as you possibly can to see what hits, what resonates, what hooks work, everything. Just as much content as possible. Doesn't have to be high production, can be, maybe he spends like 5, 10, 15 minutes editing. When he thinks of an idea, just film it, post it, see what happens. I think those are also some of the best videos, is when they're just like, you've got something on your mind, you literally pick up the camera and you just start talking to the camera, you say your idea, and then you just click post. And for some reason, it just feels more authentic and people are like, oh yeah, I hear you, instead of the over editing all the time. So when you next have a thought, just pick up the camera or get used to picking up the camera. I started in my car, literally just putting my phone up and talking to my phone. And I might not post any of the things that I've said, but I'm getting used to talking on camera, saying things to people, saying things out loud, my ideas. If you have something that's an idea that you want to share with the world or perspective, and maybe you don't have a camera, you don't have the space, you don't have the time, put it in your notes and go back to it. Make sure you get to talk about that. Always write your ideas down. But anyway, as he was saying, he has a big month where he does a whole lot of content, and then the next month is basically just getting all of that data from that content and repurposing and redoing. He doesn't have to do a whole lot of content again. Doesn't have to be, pushing out 30, 40 pieces a day. Literally just getting really, really intentional with the content that did work and did resonate, and just repurposing and reusing and redoing the hooks, maybe even just like re-saying the whole script in a different setting. That is what he does, and that's how he said that he's been able to grow so fast. And then does another month like that where it's a big accordion month and then a small accordion month. And also he was like, that way I just don't get burnt out, because I'm not doing huge amounts of content all the time, pumping different ideas. It's just repurposing and reusing and not reinventing the wheel. So that's really something to think about if you are wanting to also do content as well. Is just like pump out a bunch of content and also get used to, and this is what I've been doing lately, is like get used to the messy action. I think for a couple of days there, I was really in my head because I wasn't even back. I'm really sorry about that, guys. So I wasn't getting used to just posting and taking messy action. And like I said, I've been using these trial reels and it's just making me feel so much better. Like I wouldn't say that I'm getting like crazy numbers, but it's making me feel more comfortable with just posting, like not having to overthink or think about things, So yeah, definitely think about the messy action when it comes to posting. And also another thing is that the internet, it's not your local neighborhood. Susie down the street, all of these other people who so-called you think give a fuck about you, like care about your life, like nobody actually cares. There are millions of people online that don't know your past, they don't know your mistakes, or they just know the vision of what you're wanting to grow. And that is so nice. It's such a nice feeling to show up online and there's beautiful people that support you. Why would you not want to be posting online when they literally have the most beautiful people online supporting your every action? The content that I follow and the people that I follow, I read their comments and people are so lovely. It ain't a scary place online. Do not be worried about posting and thinking about what somebody else thinks, because they don't want the same thing as you. So why would you be worried about them? They don't want to be a content creator. Cool, I don't care. You don't want to be a content creator. There's this guy that I was seeing for a while. He was so anti me being a content creator. I've been a content creator for 3 years. It's the happiest I am in is when I'm doing this, speaking to the camera, having fun, posting, having all these beautiful opportunities come to me because of the position that I'm in. And I don't know if it was maybe jealousy of the fact that I had confidence and he just lacked a lot of it. And he would just be like, I just don't like the work you do. It's deceiving, He was a real anti-social media. And I said to him, I was like, it's the one thing that makes me like the happiest in the world. Why would you want to take that away from me? And yeah, he really was just a hater. And I remember sending him my content and he wouldn't say a single thing. He wouldn't support me. He wouldn't think it's great. And then the current guy that I'm seeing, I was showing him my YouTube statistics yesterday. Most people would be like, oh, cool, you have 70 subscribers. That's 70 people that follow me. You know what I mean? It's not like every 70 of them care and watch all of my content, but they've taken the time to subscribe. They've obviously taken some time to watch some of my content, and they obviously like it to subscribe. That's a lot of people. He was so cute last night. He's like, 70 people. That's so many people. And then I was like, oh, not really. But then I thought about it and I was like, yeah, that is kind of a lot of people. When you put 70 people in a room and I was to speak in front of 70 people, there's a lot of people. To have 60 hours of watch time, that's like almost a week and a half's worth of work, you know? Like people out here working 60-hour weeks, they're watching me. So I think that it does really build your confidence being on camera and putting your content out there. And if it like does not scare you, you're not doing it enough. Like you should be frightened. It should feel scary. You should feel uncomfortable. It should feel like self-development. You know what? Being a content creator is self-development on crack. You have to watch your own videos, the way that you speak. There's times when I watch my content, I'm like, oh my God, I could have done so much better. That idea, the way that I said that, could have done it so much better. But it's how many reps I get in. The more times I get in front of the camera, the more times I watch myself. I'm putting myself, tonight I'm going to a public speaking thing called Toastmasters, and I'm going to learn how to public speak better, because the reason I want to public speak better is so that I can get better at my videos, so I can talk better in these videos for people. And it's like, I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for the people that watch me. So it's not so cringe when you're watching me. And also embrace the cringe, because everything that you want is on the other side of that. Everything you want is on the other side of cringe. Sit there and get real cringed out with all of your content and who you are. And also, the more times that you post, create content, because it is self-development, it is also like self-love. You learn to like love yourself more. Yeah, it's a crazy thing, content creation, and what you can achieve from it. People just think it's like, oh cool, you just post videos online, but it's way deeper than that. It really is that self-development, that self-love, the self-trust, the showing up, the consistency. There's a lot to it, especially when everybody's trying to make it. Everybody's trying to sell a product. Everybody's trying to put their thing out there. Everybody's trying to help people. Everybody's trying to gain attention. It can be a lot. And also, you don't need people around you to get your vision. Your message might not resonate with them in your physical life, but on the online world, you will find your 10,000 people. Who cares? You're going to find your people online. Doesn't always have to be in physical life. And also, maybe you might be able to transition those people and that community that you find online into real life. Maybe you get to meet them in real life and have coffee dates and whatever else, you know? And your audience, the thing about this is your audience can live anywhere in the world. It's crazy. You can have people that resonate with you and they're in totally different countries and had totally different upbringings and all of those kinds of things, but there's something that you said that resonated with them and they liked your vision and they like who you are, or they see something in you that they see in themselves, you know? So you're allowed to create a space online that feels safe, aligned, and yours. It is yours. You're allowed to be here. Welcome. You are allowed to make the space online. You can take the seat. And you can be the driver. Anybody can. This is open invitation to anybody. We can all be content creators. Could we all be content creators? No, there's going to be a bunch of people that are going to consume, and there are going to be people that are going to create. Choose what you want to be and then run with it. Some people will actually never support you. No matter what you do in life, some people will never support your vision. It doesn't matter if you're posting it online or not. And that's okay. Doesn't matter to them, doesn't matter to you. Like, you know you, and that's all that matters. And it's not because you're wrong, it's because they might not really understand it, or maybe you've just outgrown them. And that's okay. Who cares? I'm not really worried. I'm not here to impress anybody from my hometown. I'm definitely not here to impress anybody from my home country, which is literally 4 million people, 5 million people now. Absolutely not. I'm here to impress a small part of the internet and a small percentage of people, and help them and resonate with them. And I hope that I just get to, and I already have. I've had people comment and be like, thank you so much. I needed to hear this. I've done it. That one comment got me through, 2 weeks of, God, I'm posting, and it was working. People are listening. Your people are going to exist on the internet. Your little community, it will exist on the internet. It will be there. And they're not always going to be living in your hometown or on the same street as yours, or even in your friend group, or even in your family. It doesn't even matter about all of them. What matters is that you showed up and you held your vision and you were aligned with your purpose, and you got out there and pushed yourself. And also sometimes you might just be one post away from everything that you want.